What is the purpose of CD, backtick? The following behaves the same in Fedora and CentOS. Works. Works. It's an error from Bash. However, gives me some sort of prompt. Nothing I thought to enter gives any response, it merely heads to the next line to prompt again. I simply use Ctrl+C to exit back to my root at localhost. What is the purpose of this and what can one do with it? Thanks.
What you've typed is a backtick. It is the start of an instruction to Bash to evaluate what you type as a command. The NGT is displayed to indicate you are still entering the command on the next line. If you close the backtick, you'll find the whole command will run. For example,
John's answer already explains the backtick. But what you are also wondering about is the NGT prompt. This is a continuation prompt, and it is not only triggered by a backtick, but always when your shell clearly knows you're not done entering a command. The easiest example is putting an explicit line continuation at the end of an input line, which helps splitting long input. Note that just like PS1 controls the command prompts look, you can also set PS2 to change the continuation prompt. For example, there are many reasons for the continuation to occur. A single backtick is incomplete, but you could also enter something like, in a single line, side note, it's recommended to use $and instead, since the parentheses make it obvious where the expansion starts and ends, while single backticks make it more difficult to see where one's missing. And nesting. Other possible reasons for a continuation prompt. A missing done after while or for. A missing fire after an if. A missing exec after case. A missing closing parenthesis, for example in subshells, cd$home, cat.bashed. A missing command after piping, as well as conditional execution vertical bar and an amp semicolon and amp. Not an amp, though, since that's just making the command running in background. A missing closing quote, or. Curiously enough, a missing brace after a variable expansion also causes a continuation prompt, but will fail due to the inserted space.
It means that your command is not complete yet. In fact, the character backtick, comma is used to delimit an inline command. Example.
The backtick starts/ends command substitution. The shell reads the command inside the backticks, interprets the results, and places those results into the command. E.g. ls, which CP, results in the which CP being executed, and the result of that command, i.e., /bin/cp will be used as the argument to the ls command. This behavior is, however, deprecated, in favor of the more explicit and readable $cmd, command substitution. When typing cd, the shell is expecting a command to be executed to follow, and, to be close with a backtick. In the case of the variable expansion using braces, the shell presents the continuation prompt because those braces are lexically evaluated before the expansion is done.